Shop, we have a product that we know is going to revolutionise the way you cook in your kitchen. In fact, you've got so many appliances that, quite frankly, you don't need anymore. We have the stylish, multifunctional Cuckoo. Now, SJ is actually very familiar with this piece of technology.
That's right. Now, Cuckoo is a brand that's been with my family for as far as I can remember, for generations. I mean, my grandmother uses one, my mum loves it, my aunties, my cousins, you name it, we love our Cuckoo. And the reason is that they're so reliable, they're fast, and the taste that we get out of them is just simply second to none.
Now, this guy produces the absolute best rice that personally I have ever tasted. And of course, in Korea, rice is a staple dish, and it certainly is becoming more and more popular in New Zealand because it's easy, it's delicious, and it's nutritious and good for you. However, what I love about Cuckoo is rice is just the tip of the iceberg. This guy cooks so many fantastic dishes, and we're going to show them to you throughout the next 30 minutes. But this is also a steamer, it's also a baker, and we're going to show you so much of the variety that Cuckoo will bring to your kitchen.
That's right. Now let's take a look at the front. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you have a look at the Cuckoo, you're going to want this in your kitchen. Everything's just so slick. The build quality of them is absolutely second to none as well. As you can see, everything's just that streamlined design is so pleasing to the eye as well. Ladies, you're going to love this.
Now, the other thing I love about Cuckoo is she talks to you in 3 languages, so you can choose English, Korean, or Chinese. I mean, she's much cleverer than I am. Now, she's got the buttons here, and I want you to get in nice and close there, Ted, so we can show people at home her talking. But here, for example, is a keep warm reheat function. Now, what I love about Cuckoo with the keep warm reheat is it actually keeps the food fresh. It doesn't feel like reheated like, for example, if you were to use your oven or your microwave. It tastes perfectly fresh all the time. And in fact, Cuckoo is said to keep your food fresh for 12 hours. Well, when we say 12 hours, how long do you reckon, SJ?
I remember my mum used to have her rice in the Cuckoo for up to 3 days.
Amazing. So if you had a look here, let me push this button.
Keep warm is starting.
She tells you, and so this is the keep warm. She's telling you now that she's keeping stuff warm or preheating. We have a preset and an auto clean, and that button there, and then we have our mode. We have our mode button. I'll just cancel it there so I can show you more. And then we have our mode button on the side here.
Keep warm has been cancelled.
And then we have our set for our different rices. So if I pop along here, glutinous rice.
Turbo glutinous rice. Mixed rice. Mixed rice turbo. Sushi rice.
Now that is just the beginning of the rice Cuckoo does. Cuckoo does every type of rice you could just about imagine, but what I love is it's preset. So you don't have to get out a book or Google on the internet to see how do I cook sushi rice, how do I cook brown rice, because Cuckoo does it all for you. It's your own personal chef.
Now, the secret of its technology is actually inside the Cuckoo. So let's have a look inside, all right? Now, what you'll find is you unlock at the top, lift the lid up, all right? And have a look at this. And this is where the secret begins. This is your marble coating pot. Now, in the olden days, my ancestors used to cook rice in a very big stone cauldron or pot as you could call it. And this technology, marble coating, gives you that same taste and that same freshness and that same intensity that you get with your food and your rice that you used to cook in stone in the Cuckoo as well.
And you'll find that nothing sticks, so it's easy clean, it's easy cook, it's better for you. Now if you have a look in here, it even tells you, depending on the types of rice that you are cooking, how much water to put in there. So it really is quite ingenious. And it's also very easy to clean.
Now, cleaning is also a big thing with any kitchen appliance. I mean, you buy all these kitchen appliances, and they do make their way slowly to the back of the cupboard, right? Never to be seen again. And the reason for that is that they're hard to clean and they're hard to use. With the Cuckoo, as we said before, it cleans itself, but it does also come with this detachable cover. So if you have a look, you can actually just wash that out, pop that in the dishwasher, and then it's easy to use. So you can actually maintain your Cuckoo clean and hygienic for your food and for your family easily as well.
Now, I love the safety functions of the cuckoo because I have little ones that like to help me in the kitchen, and my children love rice. They love Indian curries and Chinese, and in fact, my 9-year-old is always requesting curry. He'd eat it breakfast, lunch and dinner. But what I love about this is, watch this, if I haven't locked the cuckoo, and my kids are less than helping me, little hands, more of a hindrance, but never mind, moving on, and I push it to cook.
Turn the handle to the lock position.
Now, I love that because now she won't cook my food until she's locked.
Kind of like having a nanny in the house, isn't it?
Oh, it is actually, babysits the children. Let's have a look at the rice because I think this is really important. We've mentioned that cuckoo can do so many different things, but I do find the quality good. Now, in my home, as I've mentioned, the kids love rice. So we do cook a bit. Now, I personally, before cuckoo, use the microwave. Why? Because it is actually quite convenient for me. However, what are the problems with that? It's a little bit gluey. It's not the best taste. And sometimes, I will be honest, while I'm getting the curry ready, I actually forget to push the start button on the microwave, go to get the rice out, and I haven't even cooked it. So I find that quite annoying. My husband prefers the rice cooker taste, but the old rice cooker we used to have, I found it quite difficult to use.
Yeah.
So microwave was my go-to.
And sometimes it explodes and it gets messy as well, all right?
We don't want that. Now, the thing I love about the cuckoo is, say, for example, you are cooking a curry and the rice does come up a little bit and it's ready before the curry. Because of that incredible keeping everything heated to perfection, it doesn't matter if you set your rice a little bit early. You're not going to dry it out and ruin it. It's going to keep it absolutely perfect. So you don't have to be paranoid about timing things if you've got dinner guests and you don't want to ruin the rice. So that's incredibly important.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to show you what we've got here.
So we've got microwave, stovetop and cooker. We'll save this cuckoo for last.
Yes,
all right?
so we'll have a look here. So this is done in our microwave in the studio here. Now, you know, this is kind of what I'm used to, but if we have a look here for comparison. Now, you can see it's, okay, it's more like a rice cake. So it's not bad, but it's a little bit gluey.
Yeah.
Now we've got the stove. Now the problem, okay, that's even worse. The problem with stove
Just gets
cooking,
better.
is it's really, oh goodness. Okay, right. It's very hard to clean. You often burn the bottom. It's high maintenance cooking. By that I mean you've really got to sit there all the time with it and keep stirring it, and who can be bothered doing that?
And everything sticks to the sides, and if you burn the rice, that's just a major disaster.
Well,
you've got to throw the whole pot out at that
You
point.
do, but you also have to throw out the whole dinner, because if you burn a little bit on the bottom, and we'll all know that, then of course it ruins and permeates the flavour of all the rest of the rice, and then you've got to throw the whole thing out. So I know probably most of us don't use a pot these days, but there's our example. Now let's have a look at the cuckoo.
All right.
I'm not feeling very hungry.
I just want you to get right in close for this. All right. Now, do keep in mind we have pressed the reheat button on the cuckoo, so everything's reheated already. Watch this. Just look at the steam that comes out as well. Look at that.
It's shinier. Straight away, I notice that rice looks shinier and fresher.
Yeah, and if you have a look, nothing actually sticks to the side. It's because of the ex-marble coating, all right? So if you have a look, everything just peels away so nicely as well, all right? So it's easy to clean as well. You can wipe this out with a paper towel, but it does come with that auto-cleaning function. But if you have a look at that rice, that is absolutely perfect rice, all right? So I'm just going to pop that on the plate there. Now you can really see the difference with the rice.
It's actually almost a different colour. It looks sort of more iridescent, a sort of bit more goldy, and look, we can try it.
Yeah, well, let's try
You've got your spoon, I've got my fork. Okay, I'm going to start with the microwave.
Yeah.
Okay, now it feels a bit sort of crunchy and dry. Yeah, that's not the best, to be fair. Okay, you can try this at home when you get your cuckoo. The microwave, that is quite chewy and gluey. And then...
Oh, it's not even cooked properly.
No, it's just gluey. It's quite... Oh, that's nice. It's the perfect texture. It's moist. Doesn't taste dry.
I tell you what,
that's nice.
My family has always told me, cuckoo never fails you, you know?
Well, it's your own personal chef.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our
perfect.
rice, and look, I tell you what, you're going to absolutely love it when you get it home. It'll do it for you. It'll decide exactly the best way to cook whatever rice you want to put in there. It's quite frankly idiot-proof. Now, let's go and have a look at the minestrone soup that we are cooking over here. Because as we've mentioned, this is incredibly a multi-function smart cooker. So should we have a look and reveal what we've got in here, SJ?
Yeah. So this is our soup.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that is delicious. Grab a bowl.
Oh,
I don't think I can wait.
Yeah.
So you can
So
throw
I've got a
anything
bowl
that
and
you
a
want.
ladle here. Yep.
Anything that you want in there for an absolute delicious meal. Put it all in there and leave it. Now, what I like is you can prepare your dinner in the morning or even the night before. Because with the preset function, I could head off for work at 6 o'clock in the morning, throw in some ingredients there, set Cuckoo to have my dinner ready for, say, let's say 7 o'clock this night. And when I get home, that smell will be going on, the cooking will be done for me, and it's all ready. So for the busy person on the go, this meal will cook itself for you. And
That's
I love
just the
that.
perfect soup. But the smell, you can tell that it's actually cooked really, really well. The intensity, the flavour, you know, with food, right, the smell is just as important as the taste. And you can really smell that full tomato-y, that vegetables. But you have a try of that.
I'll have a try.
Yeah.
I'll see. I'll be your test for home.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, that is delicious. It's piping hot. And it's absolutely delicious. Now, what I love is there's a crunch to the veggies.
Yeah.
Quite often with your slow cookers, the irony is we all use slow cookers because, you know, they cook incredibly well. But they take quite a bit of time, to be honest. Whereas I actually find the smart cooker of the Cuckoo cooks a little bit quicker than the slow cooker, works out all the cooking times for you so you don't have to leave it up to your own, you know, expertise or lack of, as in my case. But the smart cooker will work it out for you and have it ready. Now the veggies in that dish taste crunchy.
Yeah, talking about veggies, we've also actually got some steamed vegetable as well. So as you can see, it can actually cook rice, it can do soups, but it can also steam vegetables as well. So let's see what we've got here. Now, as you know, all you have to do is that unlock version, that function, and then lift it up. And look at that.
Oh, look at that. Now, these handles here stay cool to the touch, so you don't have to worry about picking that up there.
Yeah.
And, of course, your marble wool coating gives you the best cooking every time. Now, let's have a look here. Oh, look at those delicious steamed veggies. Now, what I love about the preset function and then the keeping heat, you know, to a perfect temperature for you, so it's safe, healthy cooking, is if you... you know, maybe you have people that come home at different times during the night.
Yeah.
You might want to eat at 6 o'clock, feed the kids. Hubby gets in at 7:30. You can cook the ones knowing that it'll stay fresh and perfect. So whenever so-and-so gets home, the teenagers maybe get home, they can help themselves to the Cuckoo and they've got a fresh, delicious meal every time. Now this is great.
I know that when I go out for a midnight snack, I just try and grab whatever food is closest to me. But the good thing is that, like with the Cuckoo, you can cook so much healthier as well. So if you have healthy food in the Cuckoo and it's already hot, your kids, your family is going to be having a healthy snack, not a, you know, unhealthy snack, as you call it. You know?
Well, the kids can help themselves. Now, the other thing we're going to be showing you later is you can even preset breakfast. So I've talked about presetting your dinner for the busy parent on the go, but you can also preset breakfast. So the night before, you can throw in some ingredients, you can get it ready so when the kids get up in the morning, they can help themselves. Now, you can also do desserts, you can do all sorts of things, and after the break, we're going to be showing you some incredible things. I thought this was amazing enough.
Yeah.
There's a heap more. We've barely scratched the surface, so make sure you get to the phones now on the break, 0800 552233.
That's right, you can pick up your Cuckoo smart cooker that can do everything for just $299. So call us on 0800 55 22 33, or to find out more, you can go on our website. It's yesshop.co.nz. We'll see you soon.
For everyday life.
If you're just joining us, we're showing you something that's going to change the way you cook in your kitchen. Not only saving you time, but doing all the thinking for you. And this is the Cuckoo Multifunctional Cooker. Now, she has been available in 50 countries, and New Zealand has finally got her 51 51 countries now, thanks to Yes Shop. Now, there's a reason why she's been so popular all around the world.
That's right. I mean, 25 million people can't be wrong. Now, Cuckoo Rice Cooker, as we said before, has been in my family for generations. And the reasons why they are so trusted and so reliable is because the technology, the build quality, but most importantly, the food and the taste of the food that Cuckoo does is just simply second to none.
And the variety is something I love. We can steam with Cuckoo. We can do perfect rice, and not just white rice, but this little machine knows how to cook sushi rice, gubba rice, glutinous rice. You pretty much name it, brown rice, mixed rice. And by simply pushing the selection button at the front here, this little guy knows how to cook everything to perfection. So it is ready when you're ready to eat.
Yeah.
It's perfect when you want it, and you don't have to worry about, am I a good enough chef? You don't have to be anymore, because this is your own personal chef.
Yeah, it's kind of like having your very personal nanny for your kids too.
It
Cooks for
definitely
you,
is.
does everything for you. But let's have a look at this. Now, we've actually made some brown rice, all right? If you have a look at that, Ted, can you see that? Yeah. Now, brown rice is actually a lot healthier than white rice as well. And it's always good to have a little bit of variety. But just to show you, the rice is actually cooked to perfection, you can tell, because everything's cooked evenly. There's no bits where the rice is cooked a little bit dry or a little bit moist. Everything is nice and moist and nice and sticky as well. And that's what we want in rice. But if you have a look, nothing actually sticks to the side either. And that's because of the ex-marble wall coating. It's like cooking in stone as well, all right? So if you have a look at that. So it's easy cleaning. It even cleans itself as well. We'll show you that in a second. But look at that. What do you think?
I think it's fantastic. What I love as a busy mother, working mother, like so many of us in New Zealand are, you don't have to worry if your rice cooks early and maybe the rest of the meal's not ready, or maybe the family haven't bothered to turn up for dinner. How many of us do have that problem? Because Cuckoo keeps things perfectly hot. In fact, once the rice or whatever you're cooking in Cuckoo is perfectly cooked, Cuckoo will turn itself into the warming mode, keeping that rice perfect. Now, the rice doesn't dry out, it doesn't go gluey, it stays absolutely perfect and freshly cooked, ready for you and your family to enjoy, whether you're a single person or a really busy, huge family. This actually has a capacity of 6 cups of rice. Now, I have a family of 4 kids and 2 adults, and I will normally cook for all of us with a delicious Indian curry, say 2.5 cups of rice. So 6 cups of rice is a lot. And I tell you what, that's what they need in Korea, because they keep it heated for even up to a week.
So let's have a look.
Let's have a look at our cake. But I tell you what, the rice that this is made in my home is worth the $299 investment in your health and your peace of mind and your sanity, because it's such beautiful rice and it does it all for you. It takes the guesswork out of it. But when you add dessert, I mean, we're talking beautiful rice dishes. We're talking all sorts of rice custard and things. But when we're talking cakes, I mean, this is crazy. You simply put the exact same recipe inside your Cuckoo, put it on the turbo cook button, and again, Cuckoo cooks it to perfection for you without you having to do any guesswork like you would in your oven.
You might not be believing this, folks, but this machine alone has cooked the rice and the cake in just the one machine.
It certainly has. And
it certainly is
what,
a smart cooker.
We need to do a taste test.
Yeah.
I'll get you a tiny bit, because I don't want you dropping crumbs all around the studio.
All right.
But
I've got a plate here.
Look at that. It's just moist and delicious. Everyone in the studio is now jealous.
And I've got a fork here as well.
Oh, I'm not even going to worry about that.
You're such a Kiwi, Karen.
I'm such a mum. We eat on the go. Oh, that is just delicious. Now, it is moist, it is flavourful, and it's not even a special recipe. But I tell you what I love about Cuckoo is it comes with this fantastic book as well. So it tells you everything that you need to know about all the things you can bake in Cuckoo. But I'm going to tell you something it can do, which blew my mind. Yeah. Because when I was sitting there thinking about getting a rice cooker, getting the Cuckoo, the thing that personally absolutely sold me is I love fresh bread. I love the smell and the aroma of fresh bread, and I don't know a Kiwi that doesn't. But when I found out that this cuckoo ferments your bread and then bakes it to perfection for you, I was absolutely sold at that point. I love fresh bread, and this does it all for you. And
I mean, you could pay $500 for a bread maker alone, and then another $300 for a slow cooker, and then another $300 for a rice cooker. But this is everything in one.
let's
But
head over
let's
there.
have a look here.
You grab your knife,
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
are going to want to show the guys what we've got cooking in here.
Got my handy little
Have
knife
a look
here.
at this. Now, poached chicken is so good if you're worrying about your health. If you're in weight management, if you're in bodybuilding. I know a few people that eat a lot of poached chicken. Mm-hmm. Now, look at this. Let's have our little spatula there. We'll get some tongs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I love chicken,
beautiful
by the way.
poached chicken. Fantastic. Look at this.
Now, I know that poached chicken is actually very healthy for you as well.
It is very healthy, very nutritious. This is so perfectly cooked. It's actually falling apart. It is that beautiful.
Look at
it's
that
actually
tender meat,
falling apart.
right?
So you cut into this, SJ,
Yeah.
and show everyone at home. Make them jealous.
Look at this.
Absolutely delicious, succulent. Now,
That is
I
cooked to
love the
perfection.
fact that you can just set it and walk away. So say, for example, in the morning, you can just throw in your chicken, throw in a bit of broth, say, okay, I'll be home today at 7 o'clock tonight. I'd like my poached chicken ready for me when I walk in the door. It will be ready. If some of your family members are coming in later, it will keep the meal absolutely perfectly hot without drying it out until everyone in your family has eaten for the night. Now, I tell you what,
Yeah.
that's dinner, but let's look at breakfast. Now, my household's busy. I don't have enough time in the morning to make the kids breakfast. I know. So you
We've
can
got-
see the guilt written all over my face.
We've
But
got a very typical Kiwi breakfast here.
we
don't
have.
You can
As
actually
I
set
showed.
it and then the night before, and then by the time your kids wake up at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. if they tend to actually wake up early, that's already ready for you in the cooker.
And it's delicious. So the kids can come down at different times and help themselves to, ta-da, porridge.
Look at that.
Now, we all know how much we love this in New Zealand. Look at that. Now, if the kids want to eat breakfast at different times, it keeps it the perfect consistency. It doesn't dry out, flavourful, and they can help themselves, taking the pressure off you as a mum. In the morning, you can set it the night before.
Now, if rice is something in an Asian breakfast, alright, porridge is certainly a Kiwi breakfast, but as you can see, folks, the Cuckoo rice cooker is your all-in-one smart cooker, alright? It does so many things that you're going to use this every day. It's all about multi-functionality these days, and this certainly is one of those. Now, let's taste that porridge, alright?
Let's have a look at that. You grab a spoon
Yeah, I've
there.
got some honey,
honey.
here as well. Yeah, I brought some honey for you too, Karen.
Oh,
all
SJ,
right?
you think of everything, darling. Now, it's just
Try to be a nice person.
delicious. It's moist.
Yeah.
You are going to want to get your hands on this. 0800 5522 33, $299. You get your cuckoo that speaks to you in 3 languages, Chinese, Korean and English. You can choose which one you want. You get your spatula and you also get your rice measuring cup that comes with your cuckoo. $299. When we come back after the break, we'll show you everything we have cooked today and we'll let you into a few further secrets of other things you can cook.
We'll see you soon.
For everyday life.
We have really enjoyed showing you just a small fraction of the things you are going to be able to enjoy cooking at home with your cooker. Remember, you can prepare baby food. You can cook just about any kind of rice you can imagine. Dinner, barbecued ribs, lunch, even breakfast and desserts, not to mention gorgeous moist chocolate cake and even bread.
And that's not all. Your Cuckoo Smart Cooker cooks your food to perfection and then it keeps it warm for up to 12 hours. And that's not all. When you take it out, it even has an auto clean function, so it cleans itself too. It does everything. Everything that you want in your slow cooker, your multifunction cooker, is what you have in the Cuckoo.
Just $299, and this cooker is going to replace some outdated appliances in your kitchen, I'm sure. Phone 0800 5522 33 or pop online to yesshop.co.nz. Don't miss out.